Well, it was just an ordinary day. Mary had come home from school. She was holding her violin. We walked to the house. There was nothing extraordinary. Mary was holding her violin. We'd just picked up one of the local stray cats that waited for her. As soon as I put my front door key in, there was a terrible bang behind me, and I turned around and Mary was on the ground. And then that's why I saw her father with the gun in his hand pointing at Mary's head, and he fired it a second time. And then he retreated into the car, and I just dropped down to Mary and dragged her round to the front of the house away from the car. And then I was screaming for help, and I was telling the neighbours who were calling the police that he had a gun and Mary had been shot. And then I realised I had to get her away. I'd first intended to take her to my neighbour who had brought us home in her car, but I realised it was a little bit further than I could drag Mary. So when I saw my other neighbour had come out and her door was open, I got Mary up and I ran into her house and I placed her on the sofa. You can't describe the horror we've felt, that I've felt, losing my precious daughter. You know, I hoped that she would survive, and I really wanted her to, and even if she'd been disabled, I would have cared for her for the rest of her life, but it wasn't to be.